Hey, welcome to Tim's TV's NFL picks. Now, Cincinnati destroyed Philly in Philly. Um, to all the Philly fans out there, that game's already over. I won't be part of my picks, but look at it this way: you're going to pick up a good draft choice, and we might pick up your quarterback. Speaking as a Vikings fan, now up first, the New York Giants at Atlanta. Atlanta's 11-2. Giants, they're coming back. They're starting to do that good December thing. Although this game is in Atlanta, and you never know where. The thing that makes this game difficult is you never know what Giants are going to show up. If the Giants come in and play the way they're capable of, they can win this. Atlanta makes everything interesting. I'll take Atlanta in a close game. Denver at Baltimore. Tough game. Definitely go with Denver if this was at home, but it's not. It's in Baltimore. Baltimore has not been playing up to their ability, and Peyton Manning is something like 6-0 against Baltimore. I'm going with Denver on this one. Green Bay at Chicago. The Bears. The Bears just got whooped. They got whooped in Minnesota's. Now they got to play Green Bay's at home. It's going to be difficult. There's going to be a lot of drinking. There's going to be a lot of stupidity happening in the parking lot and in the stands at this game, which is going to make it great. This is a classic Bears-Packer game. Lots on the line. First place in the division. Winner probably goes to the playoffs, and the team that loses is in deep trouble, but will still probably make a wild card. I'm going with the Packers to beat the Bears in Chicago. Uh, Washington at Cleveland. Cleveland's a tough team. Depending if RG3 plays, pretty easy win. Tough game, but a win. Indy at Houston. This is a tough game. This used to be the game that Houston would always lose. But given the situation, I know Luck's doing very well. I don't think he's capable of beating Houston in Houston, though. Although Houston isn't exactly what we thought they were after that New England game. But I think they come back. They shut Luck down in the fourth quarter. That's when he's been winning games. They've got a good defense. They take it at home. Although if this was in Indy, I'd have a different opinion. Jacksonville at Miami. Jacksonville's actually playing decent for a bad team. So I'm going to say that this is a toss-up. These are two bad teams. I'm going to go with Miami at home because it's a home game. Tampa at New Orleans. New Orleans has got no shot at the playoffs, and Tampa is a very tough team. But I think New Orleans takes this division game at home just because they're a good team. They got a lot of pride. They're going to put up a lot of points. Tampa's very good, though. Minnesota at St. Louis. Whether the Vikings win this or not, it's almost irrelevant. The question is how many yards is Adrian Peterson need to rack up? He needs 500, I think 505 to break the all-time record. That means he's got to average 168 yards per game over the next 3 games. I don't see him getting to 168 against Houston. He's going to need to get closer to 200 in St. Louis and 200 plus against the Packers at home, and then get somewhere around 100 against Houston. So he's going to need to do 150 plus, 168 here. Get real close to 200 is what he really needs in the St. Louis game. I think the Rams win the game. AP gets to close to 200, gets 100 in Houston, what they're about, and then needs 2-something against the Packers at home. But I think the Vikings will lose this one on the road. Vikings should change quarterbacks, put Webb in at halftime because Ponder's not going to be effective. This is a team that's taken the 49ers to 2 overtime games. I don't see Minnesota coming in there and beating them, particularly with Ponder inability to complete a pass. Detroit at Arizona. This falls into who cares. I think Detroit is capable of beating Arizona in Arizona just because they're that bad. Seattle at Buffalo. I'm definitely going with Seattle. They're a much better team. It is on the road in Buffalo, but Seattle's an outdoor team. It's going to be a little cold, could be a little wet. Probably not a major problem for Seattle. A little colder than they're used to, but they're a much better team than Buffalo, and they have something to play for. Carolina at San Diego. Once again, this falls into the category of who cares. I'm going to take San Diego at home. Cam Newton is doing better lately, but at the end of the day, he just doesn't have the people around him to help. And I think San Diego's got some pride. They're always a good late team. They're not going to the playoffs, but they'll play this game tough. Pittsburgh at Dallas. Pittsburgh, it depends on how Roethlisberger plays, but Big Ben is just too banged up. Dallas is a bad team, but Dallas will win this one at home. Kansas City at Oakland. Oh, this is a bad game. Both teams are going nowhere fast. This is kind of a coin flip. Kansas City is just horrible. Oakland's no better. It's Oakland at home against a very bad team. I'd say Oakland. San Francisco at New England. After what they did to Houston, they're probably pretty cocky. But I think it's going to be a tough game. I take New England at home. My opinion would be different if it was a road game, but I'm taking New England at home against the 49ers on Sunday night. And the New York Jets at Tennessee. Once again, nobody cares. You're two horrible teams. Granted, the Jets have an outside shot at the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to win out, and they're not going to get the people to lose that they need to. The Jets at Tennessee, I'll take the Titans at home just because all of a sudden there's something on the line, and therefore the Jets will give the game away. My name's Tim Anderson. This is my blog and my NFL picks. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Thank you.